Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So we are here today with day number 4 of the Release the Craftin' Goblin Mode Challenge, which you can learn more about linked below in my description box. So today our theme is leaves, and I'm going to have a little bit of a different video for you today. It's a little bit like a reveal video, a little bit of maybe ASMR type feeling video without the whispering and weird nail tapping stuff. But it's like a relax and watch kind of video. So this is going to be you seeing my paper that I've made from leaves, with the tannins reacting with the rust water that I have them in, and revealing these beautiful eco papers that I'm making. If you're interested in this process, it is something that I have done a tutorial on my YouTube for my Patreon, not YouTube, but on YouTube, but for my Patreons, which is all linked down below in the description box. But let me get set up and we will start having some fun here with these papers. Alrighty, so I'm set up here with my rust water. I have gloves on because this is an iron water. You don't want to touch it directly. It won't hurt you a little bit to touch it, but to repeatedly be exposing yourself to iron is not a great idea. So that being said, gloves on, and I'm going to be, doing this sheet by sheet. I'll do one with you here as we go. Maybe one that if I can recognize the leaf, I'll tell you. So yeah, this is going to be a silver maple, I believe. So it's going to go in here. That's upside down. Sorry. So that's what I won't do when I reveal these to you. And you're going to see the carbonization happen here on the paper. You see that? So these are our silver maple leaves now on this paper. So that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to speed it up for you so that you're not watching me go through probably 100 sheets of paper this way. And yeah. So stay tuned for this fun reveal video. I can tell you a few of the varieties. So we're going to have Japanese maple, silver maple. It's actually the wispy red Japanese maple, these little tiny wispy ones. Begonia oak. What else? Lots of randomness. Ivy. What else? Sumac maple. Yeah, lots of different stuff. So if you have any questions, let me know, but I will get started now. Okay, so this is the SpongeBob 24 hours later. We are now dry, and these have turned out really lovely. So I'll show you a few and tell you kind of what the plants are, and then I'll do the rest in high speed just to show you the full range of papers. This actually isn't even all of them that we did. It's a lot of them though. I have another load of them still going in the paper dryer. So this one is the larger Japanese maple, and the helicopters, or the maple seeds that come off of there. As you see, they really bleed a lot of tannin, which is actually pretty cool. I like that. This is lighter. These are some beech leaves. More of the Japanese maples. I just do different placements and stuff, and you'll see like the rust. This is the branches. I love the branches from the Japanese maple. You'll see little bits of dusty stuff. That's just the you know, the leaf material and stuff. I usually just kind of go over these with a quick plastic scraper or whatnot when I use them. It just gets that little bit off. But look at the tannin stored in those beautiful stems. So here's a little stem and leaf. These are ornamental copper sweet potato leaves. More of those stems and the Japanese maple. More sweet potato. More sweet potato. I'm not sure what this is. It looks a little like sumac, but it's not sumac. These are those wispy Japanese maples. That again is that same, not sumac, kind of looks like a mini sumac. More of the wispy Japanese with the stems. You see they did get a little darker. The tannin does set a little more, and then obviously the color from the rust has now colored the paper. These ones were, I don't even know what this plant was. I sort of felt like it probably wouldn't have a lot of tannin in it. It has a tiny bit, but the chlorophyll does stain the paper, which is also kind of cool. So you get a little leaf shading. These are apple tree leaves. This is the stem and the leaf from the apple tree. Lots of tannin in the stems. Beech, some nice folds there. See how that we got like a zigzag from the lines and the leaf being folded? It picked up the tannin on both of the sides of the leaf. That's some beech as well. Maybe I'll just go through all these with you real quick. I don't even need to do a high-speed video. Not sure exactly what these stems were. I was just looking for like nice shapes of leaves. I don't know all the plants. Where I kind of fall down with my knowledge is you know, little bushy type weeds. I don't know all of those. They're pretty easy to identify though if you have like a Google Lens or something. More apple. Maple, Japanese maple with stems. This one I did kind of specimen feeling, like a Japanese maple, a stem, and a wispy Japanese maple. This is a silver maple. See how pretty they come out? This one I wanted to have it kind of look like it was blowing, you know, or going toward each other. We got that nice mirror image. The Japanese maple turns out very, very nice. That was a little, some kind of a, like a cocoony type pocket. It obviously stored a lot of tannin inside of it. I always like finding leaves that have imperfections on them, like holes or spots or parasitic kind of things, because they give you some real interesting details. Those are not sumac, but similar. This is tulip tree. They're iconic, interesting leaves. More silver maple. That sumac wannabe. Nice big maple leaf. More maple, and then see another little imperfection in the leaf. Oak. This is, so that's when the rust got a little darker. When the tannin has reacted and reacted and reacted, you start to get a darker rust color, because some of the rustiness is going to have tannin in it, right? Like, so the water has rust in it. Then as you've dipped and dipped and dipped, you're adding tannin to the water. So you see the distinct kind of shade difference. These were the fresh rust water, so they're a lighter tone. So keep that in mind if you're trying to rust dye paper or do this kind of thing, that you can modify the color a little bit this way. I mean, I like both. I think that they're both really nice. I don't know that I'd specifically care about whether or not I had either of those tones, but this is oak, so sun side of the leaf, moon side of the leaf. Most of the tannin settles on the underside of the leaf, the moon side. This, I love the composition. More oak. More oak. Some nice bleeding. Sometimes I leave the bottom of the stem on to get those splotches. I just think that they look kind of cool. They have that kind of Rorschach feel to them. We have some holes in these oak leaves. This, I don't know. It looks kind of like a wild celery type plant, but I don't know what it was, but it has a very ghosty kind of image, but I like it because it is still quite present. Are these upside down now? I don't know. That's just more of it. More of it. And that is, what is that? Don't know actually. I don't know this one either. Actually, no, it is, it starts with an L. I forget. I'm not going to take forever. This is beech. Not sure what this is. Sort of similar to chestnut, but wasn't chestnut. That's beech. Not sure. And beech. It's sort of like wild geranium, but not quite. That's chestnut. Chestnut, again, that mysterious like a wild geranium. So this is kind of a treasure. Look how these turned out. So this is actually a California redwood. Now, we don't have a lot of redwoods here in Ontario. This is a special tree that was planted in the early 1900s, is managed by the Botanical Society. It was a gift from, you know, some kind of a wealthy person whose daughter had passed away. So it is, I think his 11-year-old daughter, and he had the tree planted in the cemetery where I pick up compost. So I did not pick from this tree, I promise you. We recently had some quite crazy rain windstorms, so I found a little branch of these on the ground and I was able to scoop them up and add them in here. So here's that branch. I used most of it right here, and it was, I guess, probably the whole branch in total was about, I'd say, almost 3 feet long. So yeah, I used the majority of it here, and then I did some framing with it on this one, and I think that's it. So that's just a special one. Not sure what this is. This was a fuzzy kind of leaf, not sure. Yeah, these are all those kind of weeds. I added some up here too that wanted to use what I could. This is ivy. That's another of those, not sure. The wispy Japanese maple, and then that mystery leaf, ivy. You see, you don't get much of a print from the sun side of ivy. Japanese maples. Lots of Japanese maples. It was a maple kind of day. More maple. I'll just kind of go quick through these maples, just to kind of show you the varied patterns. This one had the stems attached, so we got all that bleeding. Yeah, this last batch is mostly just maples. Okay, so that is the end of this. I hope you enjoyed this kind of a different video. So, you know, we didn't necessarily make ephemera, but we kind of did, right? Because we made a whole ton of pages. So that being said, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out the description box below for all the details on this fun goblin-y make-along. So talk to you soon. Bye for now.